For most of us, hiring is a hugely frustrating and time-consuming process. Hi, Dave Wilkins, Wolverine Business Solutions, your business performance partner focused on boosting financial performance, accelerating growth, and building lasting value for your business. I have a client where hiring was one of her biggest problems. It was driving her up the wall literally, and so depressing her that she was seriously thinking about going solo just to avoid hiring. For well over a year, she had been looking for and hiring people. Her results were really bad. Around 80% of her hires just didn't work out. And while she kept them for a while, trying to work with them to perform, she spent most of our weekly meetings talking about their problems and issues and all she was doing to try and fix them. She was losing focus and not addressing the strategic issues required to retool her business coming out of the pandemic. While I knew it was important to let her vent in order to release all that frustration, over time she was starting to doubt herself and her business. I finally had to stop her and point out to her that we were spending way too much time dealing with these bad hires and not enough on fixing her hiring problems and getting back to growing the business. It took her some time to finally admit it, but to her credit, she did. What was she doing wrong? The same thing most of us have done and continue to do. Write fairly generic job descriptions and postings, relying too much on interviews and gut feel to select who we're going to hire, and not looking at the big picture and how the hire fits into your business. As a result, most of them didn't work out, and it was very frustrating for her. I shared with her a different approach, the talent optimization approach to hiring, one that is structured by and driven by data and analysis and looks at the whole picture in order to identify who you're looking for, what they're supposed to do, and how they fit into your organization. Once you have these pieces and parts in place, your hiring process improves dramatically. I don't know if she really bought into it initially or just wanted to stop the pain, but she agreed to give it a try. We started with some training to understand the 4 key elements, starting with defining and advertising job requirements to attract the right candidates, 2, to prepare and train her hiring team to identify the right candidates to hire, predict new team dynamics, and 4, determine the cultural fit. Our first step was to define job requirements so that we could get the right candidates in the first place. We brought in another key team member to help us develop the job requirements, target behavioral characteristics, and how the right candidate would improve team and business performance. We then developed a very strong, attention-grabbing posting and identified where to post it to attract these ideal candidates. We then defined how to go about determining which candidates are the ones to consider. And as I said, the reality is just sitting down and interviewing them isn't going to cut it, and it hasn't cut it so far as you are so painfully aware. I worked with her to implement a data-driven analysis process to assess the behavioral characteristics and traits of the candidates to find the ones that best fit what she was looking for. And of course, that started with identifying that criteria. What are the behavioral characteristics that she's looking for in her candidates? And then being able to map the candidates to that criteria. It also required having a well-defined and structured set of questions to ask in the interview so that they were getting the right data and information they needed in order to identify the right candidates to take to the next level in the hiring process. We then worked on the 3rd and 4th elements, making sure the finalist would be good fits within the existing team and the culture she was looking to build in her company. Her first hire using this process seemed to work out, but it turned out she didn't spend the time on assessing fit like she should. The hire did good work, but the lack of fit really hurt overall performance and distracted the owner like before. It was a good learning experience for her. Over time, she realized the importance of all 4 elements and really embraced the process. Once she started doing that, the difference was like night and day. She turned around the situation from where she was maybe 20% of their hires working out and doing okay to where she was now raving about how her last set of hires have been absolutely fabulous and are contributing in ways she hadn't even imagined. So it does work. Using the talent optimization approach to hiring can make all the difference in the world, and it can work for you as well. To learn more about how Wolverine Business Solutions partners with our clients to implement talent optimization hiring processes to get the right talent, please reach out to us using the link below. If you have any other ideas for content or questions on how to improve financial performance, accelerate growth, and build lasting value, please let us know in a message below as well, and be sure to join our Facebook group and our YouTube channel. Thanks.